Hello everyone, this is Lane again. Peace. I'm just coming from my sister's house. We had a nice family day, family night, Sunday night. Played Pictionary, we had some dinner. You know, the reason I'm making this is I wanted to talk about keto diet a little bit. You know, I'm not selling anything or anything, I'm just talking about the keto diet. Kaylee, my fiance, is with It Works. I'm with It Works too, but that's not why I'm talking about this. She's been on the keto diet for a few months, and she's been talking to me about getting on it, but you know, I was like, this is a fad, whatever, high protein, can't be good for you. So anyway, what I did when we were in Florida is I cut out the sugar in my diet, and that helped out tremendously. I felt a lot better. My energy levels went lower, but you know, my blood sugar levels went down, so it helped me out a lot. And then I said, you know, what the heck, you know, she was eating this keto way, and it affected me because, like, when your spouse is eating things a keto way, or your friends or whatever, whoever's living with you, then you can't help but eat less and eat the right kind of things, because, you know, she used to come home and we'd make a big dinner, and the kids, we'd have mashed potatoes and whatever, all kinds of crap, pizza, we chow down, you know, Chinese, the whole thing. And it's almost like an emotional thing, you know, but she's been really strict about the keto diet. And so when she did this keto challenge thing, I said, you know what the heck, I'm already cut out sugar, let me give it a shot. And so I started eating, you know, I started researching a little bit and eating the keto way. And I got to tell you, it really made me feel a lot better. Not that I was feeling bad before, but you don't realize it, how you're feeling, until you change something. And probably two main things were the biggest change. My mental clarity was a lot better, and I was able to focus a lot better. I love to golf, so my golf game became a little bit better because of that, because I could focus on each shot. And then the other thing was I would lose energy fast. Like if I was golfing 18 holes, back 9, I would just kind of lose my energy. So what I did is I started taking, you know, this It Works product, this Keto Energy, which sustained me for a little bit longer. And then also I'll take like some snacks, maybe some nuts or something that's, you know, keto friendly, that I can eat, beef jerky or whatever, you know, with me, and that'll sustain me a little energy. But the keto energy thing is great, the best thing. But I'm finding out that this keto lifestyle, and that's what it is, because I feel like I'm going to be on this for a long time, maybe ever, I'm not sure. I've had the opportunity to have basically one cheat day, well, two. The first time I ate something that had sugar was a cannoli, which I love cannolis. And I was in Florida, and it was about 2 weeks in, and so I had a cannoli. But it really didn't, the funny thing is, it didn't taste that good. I mean, it was a cannoli, it had the taste of cannoli, and it was a good cannoli, because I had it before I started my sugar thing. But the taste, your taste buds change, and you, it's kind of like if any of you have gone on a diet and you cut out fast food. I remember I did the Body for Life thing years ago, and I was extremely strict in measuring stuff. And I got to tell you right now, I can't measure stuff, because if I get that strict on my diet, I'll come unwound. You know, it's focused here. And like I did with that diet, you know, I came unwound and I just ate everything like crazy because I was so strict on that. And but I remember, my point is, I remember going back and trying to eat some fast food, and it tasted horrible. And then after I got off that diet and the strictness, I started to eat more and more fast food, and then it was normal. So I realized that I wouldn't have known that didn't taste that good if my body wasn't acclimated to it. So that's what happened with the cannoli, and it didn't really taste that great, but I felt a lot better, and my blood sugar went down, and so all my blood sugars are normal and all that. And the same thing with the keto, and even more so with the keto. Like I'm a giant potato fan. I love potatoes at breakfast, especially home fries. And potato chips, I'd eat a bag of potato chips every second day. Just a potato nut. I haven't had a potato since I started this keto thing, and you know, and I've got a feeling that if I had it, it just wouldn't taste as good. But that's not saying that I wouldn't, you know, treat myself. When I was at Brandon's open house, his grandmother made cheesecake, and everybody raved about the cheesecake for years, and I've never had it. And so she said, you got to have it, you know, I made it especially for you and all this. So I had a piece, and it was good. It was really good. I liked it. But the nice thing is the cheesecake has a lot of fat in it, too. Even though it had more carbs than I was used to, it has more fat and sugar. And I tell you what, when I had it, I felt like a sugar buzz right up here. Woo! Man, when I had that sugar, that's what it does for being off sugar for a while. So anyway, I'm on this keto diet right now, and I plan on staying on. You know, I really was skeptical, you know, going into it. I thought, well, I'm just going to do it for Kaylee. I'll just get on and I'll be on her 30-day challenge. But I really think this is going to be a lifestyle, and you know, the thing is, like, if I go to a fast food joint, what I'll do, and I'm finding that people are very accommodating to you now. For example, I went to McDonald's the other day and I ordered a double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon without the bun. And so they were nice enough just to put it on a bed of lettuce in a thing, and they gave me a fork and spoon. And that's keto friendly. You know, the bun and the carbohydrates, you know, the simple, will turn into simple sugars fast. That's what really gets you. So, and then like I'll go to Arby's and I'll get the biggest roast beef without a bun. You know, it tastes great. And I'm finding that actually these things taste a lot better without the bread. And I was a big, giant sandwich person. Love sandwiches, love subs. And something I found out is that when I started cutting out the bread, I started getting that bloat was gone, and that like super fullness, you know, where you feel, you know what I mean? So like I'll go to Jimmy John's and Subway, and specifically Jimmy John's, I really like what's called their unwich. They just wrap it in lettuce, and I'll get like the JJ Gargantuan without onions. I don't like onions. And it's just a ton of meat in a lettuce wrap, and it really tastes good. So, and another thing I've been doing is, you know, some of you say you may not have time to cook something. Like you probably have seen some of my videos or things on Facebook where I've made like keto chocolate chip cookies. Those things don't focus again. Or I made like keto meatballs. I don't put a lot of things on there. Like one of my favorite things I'll have is I'll get lunch meat, and I'll get the good lunch meat, you know, not the highly, you know, processed stuff. I get like the hams at Meyer and turkey and stuff like that, you know, the carved. And then I'll put like maybe a cashew, and cashew is not necessarily keto friendly, but in moderation it is. Or almonds are the best, walnuts, things like that. And I'll wrap them in the meat, and then I'll eat them, and it really is a tasty treat. Or I'll get a cheese stick, and I'll wrap the meat around it and have it as a snack. That's really good too. So there's just tons of things you can do. And if you go on Pinterest, like I've got a thing on Pinterest that talks about keto and all that stuff, and there's just a ton of ways, you know, from the Atkins to the keto that you can eat, and it's really a good, you know, healthy lifestyle, you know. And you know, I think if I injected a little exercise other than golf, now I do a lot of golf, and so I get a lot of exercise, and that helps out. But and it's so tough. I've been exercised out my whole life, you know, football and all that jazz. You know, it's really hard for me to get motivated to do that. So I got this little program on my computer that helps me do daily things, and then I got these old man exercises, and I won't do them here in the car, but I'll show you, you know, where you kind of you grab and you pull, and you know, you tighten your stomach, you know, and maybe, you know, do some isometrics, things like that. So anyway, I'm getting off the track. Keto is a really good way to do it. You know, if you got any questions, ask me out. Ask me out. You know, I've already seen somebody. You can't ask me out. You know, text me, ask me questions, whatever. Look at my Facebook. Go on to my Pinterest. And join Pinterest. It has tons of, you know, great recipes and great things to eat. I've used a lot of the recipes already, and I've changed them a little bit to things that I like. And that's it. And I'm almost home, so I'm going to end it. And that's a good 10 minutes almost. So hopefully I didn't bore you too much and threw a little knowledge your way. And I just, you know, wanted to make a video as I was headed home from my sister's to my house. So I'll see everybody later, and remember, visualize what you want, keep it in top of your head, read it out loud every day, look at it, let the universe, create something for you, and it's already there. Whatever you want is already there, and it's just on its way to you, but you got to believe to achieve. So peace, everybody, and have a great Sunday.